Hey folks, it's Rob from Biking with Campbell 01. As you can see, Moose is in the drive there. We're just about to head off, catching up with a friend today who I've never actually met in the flesh. I'm not late, he's early, so I need to get on the road. I'll fill you in with the details as we go. Now this little trip came about purely by chance. I'd posted one of my places I go videos, and my guest for the next few days really enjoyed it. Immediately was, where the heck is that? I want to go, I love it, I want to stay there. And so I put out the offer, you know, anytime you want to come up and have a look around, give me a shout, you can stay at mine. I didn't think he would take me up on that immediately though. He did. So we threw a few dates around, I took some time off work, he booked the weather, and here we go. I'm on my way to meet him now. I'm sure you've all guessed by now that I'm on my way to meet Codger Biker. Codger and I have been in touch more and more over the last 5 years. We both bought 790 Dukes around the same time. We both started uploading around the same time. And I was trying to make Moose a little more sporty. He was trying to make his 790 a little more adventure-y, if that's a word. And so it didn't last long. Once KTM launched their official adventure version of the 790 Duke, he hopped aboard one of those. And I never held that against him, you know, jumping onto the old adventure bandwagon. You know, it's each to their own. This will be the first time we'll have met in person. I guess our generation would have been pen pals back in the day, although it's all very digital nowadays. That's what we would have been back in our sort of time. Be cool to meet him. A bit weird, but cool all the same. I'm looking forward to it. It's you, isn't it?
Oh,
you're that Bodger rider dude, aren't you?
You got that on? For you? You bastard. Hang on. Oh, mine's on.
That's about the only thing that's probably worked today, the GoPro.
Oh, good.
Freaking Insta all the way up and talking away to myself. I got here.
I'm just spaced out from the ride, so you know.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely riding. Wow, what a beautiful road. We haven't got anything like this. Right?
Oh, it's just going to get better this next bit. You're going to love it. With that, we set off for home, travelling alongside Aaargh and back towards the Spey Valley. We're taking it easy, and I tried to keep in mind that poor Codger's been on the road for a good 8 hours or so by now. Plus, I want him to be able to soak up the scenery. Moose is ticking over nicely. These roads are just what the 790 Duke was made for. And all credit where it's due, Codger CB 500X seems to be coping well, especially considering the power deficit and all of the extra luggage that he's carrying, which it turns out was mostly pies.
Sausage roll. I don't know which one I would have taken out.
Does it tell you which one's charged?
Yeah, but I can't see it.
All right.
In this light. You know this will charge the 8s as well, don't you?
Does it?
There's
Okay.
some adapters that plug in. I'll show you when we. I'll show you later on. I've got 6 batteries, but I thought, well, that'll be okay. But I underestimated quite how much recording I was going to do.
You're scared you're going to miss something, aren't you? You're like, oh, better get that.
Mainly me doing 30 miles an hour on the motorway. Don't attack me! No!
Oi, down.
Don't attack me! Hello! Hello!
Mini.
We've got to get to know you. Careful, don't want to stand on you.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could have borrowed my yellow jacket.
No, it's alright, mate.
It really stops the wind, you know.
It's that thing, once you get cold, all you want to do is go to the toilet.
Yeah,
I've been like that since we got to Cromdale. I'm like, oh no.
I've been once today.
Yeah, me too, at Costa.
Yeah. Is it 7 o'clock?
Wait a minute. That's that Scarlett Honda. She's been sleeping with Ken.
No, you look pretty.
Oh my god.
Alright, Rob, just check
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bike over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you sleep okay?
Looks good to me, it's got 2 wheels.
I heard somebody told me she spent the night with Ken.
Yeah, we might have some Honda Catties. Yes, that's fine, made a few mistakes.
Hucatis. Hucatis. It's got to be a Hucati. We begin day 2 at Tugnet, which is an old ice house at the mouth of the River Spey, and on the other side of the river we have Kingston, which was originally named after Kingston upon Hull.
Do you feel overdressed?
I do feel a tad overdressed with all this on.
But you'll need it, mate. You're up north now, you know.
I know. Oh, I've lived in northern England all my life. But
Oh, that's like
the centre of
that's like Magaluf to us. That's Kingston there,
yeah.
and it's like a really oldie worldy town. Loads of history there, like the old kings nonsense. And apparently somewhere on there, they find like what they think was a shipyard for the Vikings used to build longboats in.
Yeah, I'm Viking.
Yeah.
What is it with Englishmen? They always want to be Vikings or Scotsmen.
Some of my family here. What's that over there?
So that is so the big hill over there. I can't remember the name of it, but basically you're looking across towards Dornoch.
Right, Dornoch.
Yeah, so that is the bit of Scotland. We're on the bit that sticks out into the North Sea, and then it gets to a point over at Inverness and then it juts back out, so that's what you're seeing there.
That's amazing. Oh, anyway, I've just stopped today. I've got business to do. I've got to find a pebble.
You might have trouble finding one, mate.
It has to be a particular one, so it might take me.
It's got to be really obvious so you remember where it came from, because I forgot to bring a pen.
Probably take me a few days. Found it.
Yeah, you're happy with that one?
Yeah, that's the one.
What's special about that one then?
I know, they tell me. It just said
Oh,
me. I don't know, they just say me.
They're like that silent, the quiet puppy when you go into choose one.
Yeah.
It's one that's been quiet.
Flyby, is it this?
We carried on moving east, hopping in and out of all the old coastal fishing villages. This one's Fynechty. If you saw it on the sign, it would look like it said Findochty, but it's pronounced locally as
The
Fynechty.
seaside bit.
This is, yeah. I was
saw loads
obviously
of
wanting to
seals,
take you to the harbour, but they're building a new house.
Yeah.
And then that beautiful new building there, that used to be a tin shed the last time I came
Right.
down here. That was an old shipbuilding shed.
There's no point in me doing that. It's just go, wow, look at that. Wow, look at those houses.
I was just hedging my bets on whether you'd remember how to pronounce it.
No, I didn't. No. I said he told me, but I can't remember. So
I thought, is he going to
my
remember it's
apologies.
Fynechty or will he go for Findochty?
My Munro tartan, I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah?
I was looking on the thing. I qualify to be as a grandson, but I don't think a Munro tartan's very good.
I don't like the Campbell one either.
Watch. You know the black watch?
Yeah.
They have it. The same
Aye,
tartan.
the black and green, really dark green.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
But
You'll
just
find a lot of
very
the
distinctive.
a lot of the clans have got 2 or 3 tartans.
Yeah, well they have, but it all looks very commercial. You know,
Oh yeah.
selling it
No,
on
'cause
biscuit
it was a
tins.
Victorian thing. That's why I meant.
Yeah.
Once we get to Cullen, which is the next one along, we'll stop that.
I don't mind it.
I remember Codger remarking on the fact that we could actually ride along the Harbour Wall. He just could not believe that we were allowed to do that here. He said this would be so restricted where he's from. Just another couple of miles along the road from Portnockie, we've got Cullen. You may have heard of Cullen skink, which is a thick Scottish soup, a fish soup made of haddock, potatoes and onions, a local specialty named after the town, and usually served as a starter before your main course. The viaduct here is a big tourist draw, along with a big long beach on the left there. The viaduct was built because the Earl of Seafield at the time that the railway was being built did not want a railway on his land, so the railway company had to stump up a small fortune to build a viaduct. And I guess at the time it would have been a bit of a pain for the locals, but it ended up being a bit of a feature. It's a little different than all of the other coastal towns because of it. This is us riding through a little village called Sand End. Locally, again, strange pronunciation, but it's called Senine. A little fishing town, beautiful sandy beach, and you get some really good sets coming there, so you'll find if the weather is right and the tides are right, it's full of surfers that come from miles around.
Yeah, cool, isn't it? Imagine the sea hitting that.
Like you said, they're in, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't remember which one. There's one of the guys I used to work with stayed in one of these, but he's moved away again. But he said it was like literally went on the market, gone.
Beautiful Portsoy Harbour here. It's the oldest in the area, dating back from the 17th century, and most of you have probably seen this before. You may have seen it cropping up in an advert or two. It was also in the remake of Whiskey Galore, but more recently it was in Peaky Blinders, the final episode. You'll see a blue sign as we turn the corner here, whiskey sign, and that's a leftover from when they shot that episode. And on now to Gardenston, the reason Codger came here in the first place. I hung back because we had a little bit of traffic in front of us and I knew there were some really nice corners up ahead. But Codger couldn't wait, he just had to get there. There was no holding him back. So I got a flyby. A couple of miles down the road, I think he remembered that he didn't have a clue where he was going, so we swapped positions once again.
I honestly think that might be just one of my most favourite places on the planet.
Yeah?
Just beautiful. I don't know what it is about it. Look, it's got this.
Yeah.
Is that for sale?
Eventually you get a plot there at least.
It's beautiful, it really is. I'm going to have to go and find a Pebble. Oh, place. So, and even the sun's come out.
I know, I was laughing about that. Codger bikers stealing another piece of Scotland.
Figured out a system.
Right.
The more important a place is, the bigger the pebble. This is the most important place to me so far. So
You think?
I guess that one. Yeah. You filming me without my sunglasses on. This is where the magic happens, folks. Hang on. Baby wipes. Don't ask.
I won't. Oh, look at this one.
It's a
Sun's coming
character.
out for you, is it? As
It's
well,
a
eh?
character. Gardenstown Pebble. Look at that one. Now, it's bigger because this is the most important place so far, apart from your house, obviously, that I've been. That I really, really want.
You
to
like this
see.
place, don't you?
It hasn't disappointed in the top. Look how clear the water is.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Next stop, Norway.
Beautiful. I could live here. Really.
First one to 60.
After a spot of lunch in Tomatile, we headed further inland, so we've come away from the coast now and we're heading up the Spey Valley.
So which loch is this?
This is Loch Garten.
Loch Darton.
Yeah, it's the one the ospreys fish out of.
How big's that? How long is this one?
It's not big, it's pretty much that's everything there. Yep,
Still spectacular though, isn't it?
yep.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's a lovely setting, it's beautiful. There's a nice walk round it, well you can get
Yeah.
some of the way around.
That's lovely.
These woods are just full of trails.
So Rob, Loch Darton,
Yeah,
is that right?
yeah.
Loch Darton. More importantly, if you had to be and you had no choice in the matter and you can't be my wife, what woman would you be that's alive today if you could be one? Go. No sneaking into first, second, third gear when I'm not looking.
across the Spey and we are headed back for the coast over Dava Moor. Now this moor has got a really prominent stone just after a lay-by, which as long as I can remember, and I'm not young, has had Jesus Saves painted onto it. Over the years it'll change, somebody will come up and put another slogan on it, but it won't last long, it never does. Somebody must come up in the night and clart it in white paint and put Jesus Saves back onto it. That's it, we've been on both sides of the Spey today and almost up to the source. That's day 2 complete for Codger, more to follow.